For daily ask Reddit. r/ask Reddit. What is the stupidest way you've injured yourself? I was in the 4th or 5th grade, but I jumped down an entire flight of stairs. Landed hard and hurt my foot. Walked on it for a day or two afterwards, turned out I shattered my heel and broke my ankle. Hey, I did that same thing in college. I found my dad's EpiPen one day while looking for mouth spray for sore throats. It obviously wasn't what I was looking for, but I wanted to figure out how it worked. I ended up shooting the needle clear through my thumb. I then hid the evidence of my stupidity and never told my mom until years later. I'm sure your heart was racing for multiple reasons, not even counting the epinephrine. So luckily, since it went straight through, most of the epinephrine oozed out the needle and out onto my hand. My heart was racing significantly regardless because, you know, needle through the thumb, but I always suspected a bit got into my open wound. Considering I was a less than 100-pound 10-year-old and the pen was meant for a 200-pound man, I'm very grateful I didn't get the full injection. Yikes. Not me, but a babysitter, when I was about 6. She was watching me and my 1-year-old brother and went snooping in my dad's stuff. He was military, in a job that stood alerts often, and he kept a gas mask and such in a go bag at home. This 16-year-old screwed around and injected herself with an atropine auto-injector in the hand. Her screams alerted me. I called the club my parents were at and told them. They called an ambulance. The sitter was almost unconscious when they took her away as my parents got home. I still remember the weird color she turned. Was helping husband replace the bathroom fan, so I was standing on the side of the bathtub. I had this plastic hook glued to the shower wall to hang a loofah on. I went to get down and slid down the wall and hooked my butt cheek to the wall. It hurt so bad, but was also hilarious. I'm in my 40s and this happened recently. I bent over while having a shower and gouged a hole above my tailbone on the bath tap. This happened to one of my very intoxicated friends in high school. A bunch of us rented a beach house and she did this. She came running out of the bathroom completely naked, screaming for her boyfriend. She ran to the freezer and grabbed some ice cubes and held them against her asshole as she collapsed onto the hallway floor, simultaneously laughing and crying. Other dumb injuries from that trip: very bruised / possibly broken nose from opening the hot tub cover too quickly, very bruised / possibly broken knuckles from trying to open a coconut with brass knuckles. Stabbed myself in the leg with a piece of metal. It was really thin and tapered at the tip, so when you swung it, you would hear this really cool whoosh sound. I swung down way too hard and it went right into my shin. Bad times. I did this, but I swung up instead, ripped my forehead. I live in Minnesota, so I'm used to kicking snow off my boots by slamming my toe part of the boot down on the ground. Well, it was summer, and I happened to get my running shoes absolutely covered in mud, so I instinctively slammed my toes down on the pavement and broke 4 toes. Dropped something behind my couch, leaned over the back to pick it up, and cracked a rib. Was in pain for a week. Getting old as hell. Bartender here. Reached a little extra to wipe the bar for new guests on a busy night. Popped a rib. 6 weeks later still hurts a bit if I sleep on it. Kicker was I then adjusted my breathing because of the pain, so my diaphragm became irritated. I adjusted again and then my abs started to hurt. Adjusted again and now it's diaphragm, abs, and obliques. That was the longest weekend of my life. I honestly thought I was dying that Saturday, but I didn't have a fever, so I figured it was a bizarre injury, which it was. Like I said, still hurts if I do it wrong, but the muscle pain is gone.